Okay, so here's basically what I did. Once I popped this little piece off, again, which is just kind of swedged or pressed in there. Once I took that off, then what I did was I drilled a hole into the piston. It's an aluminum piston. I drilled a hole in there. I went ahead and tapped that hole, so I have some threads, okay? So I used the tap to tap some holes in there. And then I got a bolt and a nut and a washer and kind of screwed everything in here like so. And then basically I made myself a little a little device to be able to press that piston up. And as I turn this nut, of course it's pulling that piston up, right? So, and actually it didn't take a lot of force. Once it broke loose, and probably the WD-40 that sat in there for several days probably helped. But anyways, once I got that loose, it pretty much came down pretty easy. Came up pretty easy. So let me show you here what happens then at the end. So, and then I think what I did was there at the end is I then took a screwdriver and kind of lifted off the rest of the way until I could get that piston out. And there it goes. So anyways, that's what I did. As you can see, it's still pretty corroded in there. Oh, and also, hold on 1 second. There's one part that I already taken off that I didn't put back in. So, and now I can't find it. But anyways, there's a spring. There is a spring. There's a spring inside here. There's a spring, and of course a rubber seal that goes in there. But anyways, that's how this goes together, and it was all corroded together. And by the way, this the wheel cylinder, the brake cylinder itself, is actually has an aluminum lining in there, which I'm kind of surprised because now you have aluminum and aluminum, which they tend to corrode together. Most of the other wheel cylinders that I've dealt with before is just left as steel. So now again, the idea now is to hone the this little wheel cylinder so it's nice and smooth inside, and put all the new parts inside and rebuild those parts. So that's where we are. As I make some progress, I'll keep showing you what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Let's get to work.